lively, lively heroes of Bollywood, from the 70 to, whenever you listen to his conversations, he's always been full of life and always inspiring the youngsters. I was just talking about how he had taken to the gym. He was gymming just, a few months ago. He has shared that on Instagram, and he remains an inspiration for so many people. And today he's no more. That has shocked the entire nation.
Well, one of the most striking aspects of actor Dharmendra has been, from his, his on-screen persona, and he's someone who believed in being who he is, believed in being natural, and you look at his work over the years. He wasn't someone who was trained. He didn't come from an industrial family, a family with a background of acting or in Bollywood. He didn't really craft any persona like most actors do these days, and in the last few decades you've seen that. He simply has been and was Dharmendra, natural, and people loved him for it. He spoke about how he was, when you hear some of his interviews, he's spoken about how he was shy in his early years, how he was, he speaks about his insecurity when he first came to Mumbai in the late 1950s, in the 1960s, and his disbelief sometimes that someone as ordinary as him could become a superstar in Bollywood. And he remained humble, and that is what made him extremely special. He remained, unchanged. Many people say approachable, even after becoming one of India's most powerful stars. That more or less defined his legacy of someone who just loved to be himself, didn't pretend to be someone else, or didn't, get training. He didn't try to put on a persona, didn't limit himself to one role. He was just natural Dharmendra, and through all of the years, and in the 60 decades, you look at the kind of work that he's done. He was known for a soft, sort of introspective actor. When directors casted him for different roles, for example, as a gentle prison doctor in 1963, or as a soft-spoken poetic person in Anupama 1966, or Satyakam in 1969, which is by far his most acclaimed dramatic performance of a man who was destroyed by his honesty. And some people say that it's one of the greatest, among his greatest Hindi films of all times, and say that it's perhaps the best performance of Dharmendra's career. Of course, he is known for Sholay. Everyone growing up, including myself, of course, I remember watching Sholay growing up. And some of the superstar roles that he played through the years as a mass action star. For example, the success of Phool Aur Patthar in 1966 completely changed his destiny. And, he spoke about it many times when he said it was not planned. He spoke about how that movie was shot at night despite cold weather. And throughout the 1970s, he did his own stunts, which many people can't talk of now, because you have body doubles, etc. At a time when there are body doubles, Dharmendra would insist on doing his own stunts. He would jump off cliffs, trains, buildings. He was never known for using a body double, which was fantastic, which most actors remember him for, and most directors say was something unique that nobody can talk of in Bollywood. He became a mass hero in small towns, metros alike, and look at the popularity of Dharmendra and the legacy of Dharmendra, such that his own sons are so popular, they would go on to become, actors, successful actors at that. I mean, you have Bobby Deol, who's just now, this year, played a huge role in one of the biggest hits on OTT. And his son, Bobby Deol, Sunny Deol, they've been with him, by his side, as a tight unit. So these are some of the values that Dharmendra brought. Someone who was gentle, someone who loved being himself. I mean, look at his personality, a towering personality. And I think we're getting some actors live with us. Let's go across. I think Shehzad Khan is live. Shehzad, it's a sad day. Sad day. Family hasn't said anything, Shehzad. So we are picking the news up from agencies. We're waiting for an official statement. But it's been a trying, time and period for his family, which has stood by his side in all these months. And how would you remember him, Shehzad?
Dharamji, I would prefer to talk in Hindi. Dharamji, मेरे पिताजी अजीत साहब के साथ बहुत फिल्में की उन्होंने, और धर्मजी को मेरे फादर अजीत साहब जो है अपना छोटा भाई मानते थे, क्योंकि इत्तेफाकन उनके भी एक भाई थे, अजीत जिनका नाम था। और बहुत ज़्यादा मेरे ख्याल से अगर मेरे फादर साहब ने किसी भी हीरो के साथ फिल्म में ज़्यादा की है तो वो है धर्म जी, क्योंकि जिस फिल्म में धर्म जी होते थे उस फिल्म में विलेन अजीत साहब was like a compulsory blind thing, you know, and they had such a bonding, मतलब जैसे सगे भाइयों की बॉन्डिंग थी वैसे वैसे धर्म जी और मेरे फादर साहब की बॉन्डिंग थी। And I'm very, very shaken up, and may his soul rest in peace. But Dharamji will always remain in our hearts. I have no words to say that he will always remain in our hearts. Such a kind soul. आज तक इतने सालों से मैं इस इंडस्ट्री में हूँ, मैंने किसी के मुंह से, किसी के भी मुंह से धर्म जी के लिए एक गलत अल्फाज नहीं सुना। तो दैट शोज कि धर्म जी ने कितना इस इंडस्ट्री को दिया है, और हम बहुत तकदीर वाले हैं कि हम हिंदुस्तानियों को एक ऐसा एक्टर मिला, एक ऐसा इंसान मिला इंडस्ट्री को जो हमेशा आगे बढ़ चढ़कर आते थे। कुछ भी आई रिमेम्बर 86 में कुछ फंक्शन था, फंड्स चाहिए थे इंडस्ट्री के लिए, एक्टर्स के लिए, तो धर्म जी सबसे पहले आके उन्होंने कहा कि I'll lead the thing. So it's such a helping man. I fall short of words. I really fall short of words. और इस दुखद वक्त में ऊपर वाला उनके फैमिली को ये you know, I want to say my heartfelt condolences to Bobby, Prakash Aunty, Sunny Paji, and the entire family that you know इस दुखद वक्त में उनकी सहायता करे। बस मैं यही कहूँगा कि धर्म जी जो है वो कभी ये अपना शरीर छोड़ के गए, लेकिन उनकी आत्मा हमेशा हमारे अंदर रहेगी, हमारे बीच रहेगी और हमारे साथ रहेंगे। कोई कलाकार कभी मरता नहीं है, अमर है धर्म जी, अमर है। मैं यही कह सकता हूँ, धर्म जी अमर है। मेरे पास और कुछ अल्फाज नहीं है कहने के लिए, ही इज अमर। एंड आई रियली क्या कहूँ मैं आपसे, मुझे ऐसा लगता है जैसे मेरा कोई चाचा कहें या क्या कहें आप, वो उनका जैसे यू नो वेरी क्लोज। आई नो माय डैड एंड ही व्हाट अ बॉन्डिंग। प्लस मुझे खुशी, मतलब आई वाज वेरी लकी कि मुझे उनके साथ काम करने को मिला। अभी 2-3 साल पहले मैंने उनके साथ एक फिल्म की थी, उसमें भी ना इतना प्यार और इतने किस्से उनसे मैं सुनता था। तो वेरी फॉन्ड मेमोरीज ऑफ धर्म जी, एंड may his soul rest in peace. And Dharamji, you will always live in our hearts.
Yeah.
There will never be another Dharamji ever in the film industry.
Yeah. In fact, I'll just correct your audio there. We had a poor audio line with you, Shehzad ji, because we'd like to hear more from you, because you have such a long association with Dharmendra ji. In fact, Shehzad's father, Ajit, has acted in a lot of movies with Dharmendra. One famous movie was Ram Balram, in which his father Ajit was the villain in that movie. So we'll try and reconnect with him. That's a live shot of the Vile Parle Crematorium in Mumbai as actors bid farewell to actor Dharmendra. There's a live pictures coming in. I think there's a live shot of actor Salman Khan. So all top actors rushing to the Vile Parle Crematorium as actor Dharmendra and his family, friends, well-wishers gather to pay their last respects. Going back to the details of that we were discussing, Rakshita, you spoke of some of his moments, and he was active until even 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
2-3 weeks ago he was active. That was who he was, didn't take a back seat, didn't rest on his laurels. In fact, he kept acting till 2023 when his last movie was released, full of life.
Yes. I mean, he has always been full of life, and he's always talked about living life. His mantra, if you see, he's always been, talking about living life and being close to their loved ones, spreading love, spreading kindness, remembering people. He's always been remembering all his, colleagues. Like one of the posts from July is about, Dilip Kumar, remembering Dilip Kumar on his death anniversary. And just like that, many other scenes and other directors, makers who he worked with, he never forgot them. He never forgot anyone. And if you see his feed, and generally when he appears for interviews, which he has been for for quite some time in the recent past, especially with this upcoming movie that is coming in 21 on the 25th of December, he has been talking about it. He has been sharing the trailers, and he has, of course, dialogues in that movie. Very, very powerful performance expected, anticipated, as many fans are waiting for it. But yes, his spirit is something that remains alive in the fans of his fans, followers, and all those who have worked with him. It indeed is an end of an era with the iconic and the unforgettable Dharmendra. Meenakshi joins us live on the broadcast from Mumbai. Meenakshi, tell us, what are you, who all have come in? You are at the cremation ground at Vile Parle right now. We saw Salman Khan, we saw many other filmmakers also coming in.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Dharmendra is unforgettable. That's why lots of his fans gathered here. And just now, Salman Khan, Vidya Balan arrived a few minutes ago. Salman Khan's father, Salim Khan, has arrived here. And also, I have mentioned earlier that Amir Khan had arrived here, the Vile Parle Crematorium. And we are getting information that Amitabh Bachchan and Abhishek Bachchan, along with his family, are arriving here. Let me show you the visuals here, because the visual speaks more today. It's an emotional journey. Fans of Dharmendra are gathered here. You can see here the main gate. Aage chalo, Sunny. Here the main gate. Security has been tightened here. The main gate where the cars entering from that side.